data sets and big structured data sets are a big challenge in the healthcare industry. And with Techtrials, Doug, you've been able to put together in the Brazilian market 100 million some odd patient records that's enabling you to drive incredible insights to help healthcare providers improve health outcomes. How have you been able to put all this together?
We are very lucky to have data available since 2008 coming from the government in Brazil. And we studied this data in a way that we are able to connect these hundreds of different data sets. We have facts data sets and dimension data sets. So we are able to study them and to bring new technology, emerging technologies like Python and other technologies like Power BI visualization technologies and cognitive analysis, and also different types of technologies from providers like Microsoft. And we use all this platform to bring the data and extract different insights to pharma companies, government, and market intelligence companies. We got all this information. We did duplicate the patients because we have a very interesting thing happening in Brazil that we have duplicates for each patient. So the government released data anonymized, and the data, sometimes you can see two different patients and you see a patient journey here and another patient journey here, but actually these guys are the same person. So we created a technology that understands this difference and combine these two patients that are the same patient in one unique patient code, internal Techtrials patient code. And this makes us the only company in Brazil that is able to have the longitudinal patient journey.
And there's obviously new patient records being created every day in the order of thousands, tens of thousands. Are you having a two-way interaction with the pharma companies and the government? Are you designing what's needed for the next generation of data sets, or how does that collaboration work?
We receive hundreds of gigabytes every month of data coming from patients, usually data coming from EMR, electronic medical records. Most of the large hospitals in Brazil are using electronic medical records, and we gather all this information, we treat this information, and we update the products that are subscribed by pharma
And as
companies.
you say, following the patient journey.
Yeah, we are following the patient journeys. Whenever a patient starts receiving like specific rheumatoid arthritis treatment with a monoclonal antibody. Sometimes these guys are not doing well with this type of treatment and they have to change for a different treatment. So we can see the whole thing, the whole patient history with all the changes in medication and how these changes are affecting
positively
their health.
or negatively.
Exactly, yeah. That's important thing about real-world evidence databases. Real-world evidence databases are the mainstream in terms of scientific resource that the regulators are using to understand populational health. One of the beauties that we did in Brazil is to see this thing happen over time, and we have a very mixed population. We have a lot of Japanese people, we have a lot of African people.
Right, so you can trace the ethnicities and differences applies to ethnicities as well. You've got a gigantic data set in Brazil that's consolidated, but obviously that's rare, doesn't exist in most other countries. How do you think Techtrials can help in other markets where you don't necessarily have such a consolidated data set and continually further consolidation of the data set?
For most of the countries, you have silos of data. And the experience that we had in Brazil is very important for other countries. For instance, when we discuss with guys from Europe or from United States, they see our platform, hey, I never saw something like this. This is huge, but you have to discuss in your country, and we can help with our experience to do the same thing for you guys. So that's why we are discussing with other countries.
Doug, why are you excited to have Techtrials participate in the KPMG Private Enterprise Global Tech Innovator Competition?
This is not about only healthcare, right? It's about technology, it's about innovation. And it's very interesting that the guys analyzed and saw the innovation that we are bringing to the healthcare space. And of course, after the pandemics, everyone is looking at healthcare, how we can deal with the next threat. So that's what we are doing, and to really help population to understand how the data is able to mitigate risk in terms of infectious disease outbreaks and use of different types of procedures. So I'm very happy to be here. Everything is very well organized, and I'm having a lot of support from the KPMG team from Brazil.